Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from Chile, South America. Welcome to another edition of Verbling's Conversations with Geoff Watson. Your opportunity to practice your English and receive support, help, encouragement, suggestions, and recommendations from a native speaker. So welcome to Verbling. Please join the class. This hour, I would like you to practice your English by speaking about the news media, newspapers, radio, television, however you choose to get your news. All right, and so my name is Geoff Watson. I am Canadian. I grew up near the city of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. But right now, I'm living and working in the country of Chile. I live in their capital city, Santiago. And so let's get right to work here. Ali, are you there? Ali, are you there?
Your pronunciations.
Okay, I'm going to go on. Hasim, are you there? Hasim Rad? Hasim Rad, are you there? Okay, I'm going to move on. Idris, are you there?
Yes, I am here, but Hazem is calm.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay, sorry. Ali, is that you?
No, it's Hazem.
Oh, okay. Hazim.
Yes, I can hear.
Yes, great. Please introduce yourself and please start our conversation about the news.
News.
Hello? Hazim? Hazim, are you there? Okay, I'm going to try. Ali, are you there? Yes, Ali?
Hello?
Okay, Hazim, are you there?
I can hear.
You cannot hear me? Oh, okay, is that better? Can the other students hear me?
Yes, I am hearing you.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
okay.
hear you.
So,
Yes,
sorry.
I can hear.
Okay, Hazim, please introduce yourself, and we're talking about the news. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with Idris. Please go ahead.
Hello?
I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Idris Tashkuran. I am calling you from Turkey. I am a student. I am trying to develop my English in this site.
Great.
Anyway,
what are you studying?
I am chemistry engineering.
Okay, great. Great. And what I've done is I'm just now posted some questions in the Google Hangout chat box. So I'd like to get, if everybody can click on my picture, I'd like to get everybody to please look for this icon on your screen. It's blue. And to click on that to open up the Google Hangout chat box. Yes, and I'm going to try and, Hazim, could you try to, okay, Ali, cannot, so sorry, I don't know how to communicate. Oh, sorry, Idris, please go ahead with a comment.
What I supposed to say?
Yes, we're talking about the news. So this is your chance to practice your English. Do you watch the news?
Yes, absolutely, I watch.
Okay.
Always watch.
And please go ahead.
Hello?
I don't know what I say, but news is not reality. It's like a feed to eat. I don't think it is real. I think these things.
Yeah. So, are you saying that maybe it's more entertainment or just something that's interesting?
Kind of like, yes, kind of these things.
Okay, that's interesting. Great. Junaid, hello.
Hi Jeff, how are you today?
Excellent. Things are great. Please introduce yourself, and we're talking about the news.
Okay, my name is Junaid. I live in the United States. About the news, I heard from my instructor before 2 years, maybe or 3 years, that the word news it's originally come from the north, east, west, south. That means they bring everything from all the directions.
Okay, all right, that's
I
interesting.
don't know if it's a truth or not. I don't know, but
Okay.
it's interesting. I think the news, the life, it's very important. Now the news make the world like a one city.
Right.
For example, if anything happen in any country, we can know what's happened. We can help him, like earthquake or tornado, or there is a war. Also, sometimes they bring good news for example, for technology, the news about the sport. So I think it's important to watch news.
Okay. Yeah, right. I really enjoy science and technology news. Idris, I'm sorry, we're getting some sound coming from your microphone. Could you please silence or mute your microphone, please? Thank you.
I'm cutting, okay.
Yeah. Marco Antonio, please go ahead.
Hi, Geoff.
Hello.
Geoff. Hi.
Hello.
I'm here.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah. We're. Please introduce yourself to the new.
Do you can hear me? Do you can speak?
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So we have some new people in the group. So please introduce yourself, and we're talking about the news.
Okay. Well. I'm Marco Antonio. I'm from Ecuador. I'm an electronic engineer. Well, I think that the news is very important to need to know the things that happen in the world and in your country.
Yes. Okay. And so how do you get your news?
Always I watch the news in my TV and newspaper and hear and listen to the radio.
Okay, great. And do you trust the news sources that you listen to?
Sorry,
yeah.
I don't.
Do you trust the news sources? Do you trust the news information?
Yes, I always listen new information, the news, but in South America in general, the most common news is about the politicians. Because the politicians, there are many populars in South America.
Yeah. All right. Great. Michaela, hello.
Hello.
Yes, could you please introduce yourself? And we're talking about the news.
Yeah, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I think that nowadays news are not helping people to feel more safe. I think they're trying to scare people even more, and that's not really nice. I mean, we're not going to improve or to feel better if they try to scare us.
Yeah, and do you think that situation is getting worse, getting better?
Worse.
Yeah. All right. Can you give me some examples of, like, are you talking about crime and violence, or are you talking about? Oh, okay.
About violence. I think people are getting more crazy, and that's worrying.
Now, is the news just getting more violent, or are people really changing?
Yeah, people's always also changing, but the thing is that news only focus on the bad things. That there we have the problem.
Right. That focus on negative news.
Yeah.
Victor, hello again. How was your connection today, Victor? Your volume is very low. Try to turn up your volume.
What? Hello, teacher. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please go ahead. No, I'm sorry, Victor. Your connection is very slow, and the volume is low. Please try to improve your connection. Sorry. And Wolf, hello.
Fine, and you, Geoff? How are you doing?
Things are great. And so share with us your opinion about the news.
Okay, news. Actually, first of all, media is real power. Yeah, who denied that? But
it's very powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. Nobody denied. Most media press is owned or founded by politicians who promote their interests via these media channels. Many of media are controlled by large or big profit corporations who use for their benefits. But the government shouldn't censor media, because if they did, that would be hard and peace to public more than protected. I mean, the government has no right to censor media. The public deserves to know absolutely whole truth. If we would allow our government to control what could say and what couldn't say, it would be first step towards the dictatorship.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Great comments. Thank you. Ali, you can hear me now.
Yes.
Excellent. Please go ahead with a comment. Well, introduce yourself, and we're talking about news information, the news.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Ali from New York, and I'm talking about the news information. Sorry. And I always try to gather the news from different sources, because I can't trust on single source, because sometimes they promote their own interests. So I always make it possible, and then what can I say about?
No. Well, can you give us some?
Then make a decision in my mind that which is the right source of information and which is the wrong.
Yeah, no, great. And can you give us maybe 2 examples of different news sources?
For example, CNN News.
Okay.
And other news is Al Jazeera.
Okay, great. And so that gives you 2 different points of view.
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
And then Russia TV, RT.
Okay, great. I'm going to move on to Boris. Hello, how are you?
Good evening, thanks. In Turkey, as you know, our Prime Minister has a very big power on media, on the news. He manipulates all the news. For example, in the TV or in the newspapers, it is not easy to discuss something about economy or about critical events if this events has a effect on the people.
So there is some news censorship that you believe?
Very big censorship.
Okay.
Not small, not medium.
Okay.
This is because in Turkey our Prime Minister decides everything. When he came to that position, first he made very big censorship about media, because as you know, the news is the biggest power in the world.
Okay. Yeah. Control of information. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to move on, but fantastic.
Okay.
I'm really interested to hear more. Hazem, are you there? Hazem
Yes,
Rad?
I am.
Yeah. Please
Yes, I
go
am.
ahead, please.
I am from Egypt. I am a student. I am study engineering. Mm, I want to talk about the news. The news is very important in our lives. It can help us to increase our knowledge about the events that happen in our world. And I want to say about the important role for the news in our lives that can uh, uh, help most of the people to get rid of literally. You know that?
Sorry, the last word, I don't understand.
Yes, I want to say that the news has an important role to teach people who has a poor knowledge.
Okay, so ignorance, or you were maybe talking about illiteracy, people who cannot
Illiteracy,
read?
yeah,
Oh,
illiteracy.
okay, yeah, all right,
Yes,
excellent, great,
yeah,
yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Edithus, another comment, please?
Yes, I am here.
Go ahead, please, with another comment.
Me?
I think the news are so powerful. They can change something, or they can direct. Actually, they can direct everything. I think these things.
Yeah, the news media has a lot of control.
Yes,
They have a lot of power and control. Okay.
Yes, they have control and power.
Now, what do you think about something like Twitter, where people are sending out news, individual people are sending out news information to the world? Do you think that that's helping the situation or making the situation worse?
Yes, this is the help to know some things. Do you think if if we don't have the news, how we know what's going on?
Okay, yeah, all right. So I've heard some amazing things about Twitter, where things are broadcast on Twitter faster than any other news source, any other source of information. Yeah. Junaid, please go ahead with another comment.
Okay, Jeff, I want to talk about another benefit of the news. I think the news helps us to learn another language because they speak clearly and they use the polite language. Not when you learn some words from the street, maybe it's not good words. But the news you can learn a polite language. Also, you can learn a new vocabulary every day because sometimes they put in the news. They talk in the news about the music, about the politician, about the weather, about the sport. So every day you can learn a new vocabulary. And one of my favorite news, it's the BBC, the British Broadcasting. They put section in their website about learning language or English language, and this is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you. The variety of news really is infinite. You can read news about the economy or stories about cooking,
Everything.
traveling, weather. Yeah, right. Marco Antonio, another comment, please, about the news? Marco, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Please go ahead with another comment about the news.
Well, the news is, how do you say, the news is very important But there are many news that are bad news. For example, the news about the people, the famous people. I don't agree with with this comments that the people talk about the different people. This only comments, negative comments. I hate this news this
So
about
do
these
I.
people.
So do I. So much
Ye-
attention given to these
yes,
famous people who some of them don't do anything of value.
yes, yes.
Yeah, but people love it. Yeah. Michaela, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Please share another comment.
Wait, what else can I say?
Well, we have lots of questions
Yes,
on the yeah, and what kind of news do you enjoy reading, listening to, watching?
any. No, none. I mean, I don't like to watch news. I think they don't
Okay.
help us. I prefer to see my friends and enjoy other things instead of watching TV.
Okay.
It's not
But
worth
then
it.
what do you talk about with your friends? You don't talk about the news? You don't talk about world events or
It depends. I mean, sometimes no, there are more deep things to talk about. Not the bad things. I mean, of course, I know what's happening because of my parents, but I'm not really into it.
Oh, okay, and then so what are some of the sources about, good news? Have you been able to find any news sources that broadcast good news?
Hmm. The thing is that you will never know who's right and who's wrong because we have like two opposite sides. I think that the radio maybe is better than the television.
Okay, yeah, great. So sometimes you listen to the radio.
Yeah, all the time, but not a very like. It's not like they don't talk all the time about the news. They
Right.
laugh and they enjoy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and current events, things like that. Things
Yes.
happening in the city. Yeah, like
Yeah.
community news can be good.
Yeah.
Wolf, go ahead with another comment, please.
Okay, let me prove media's power. Such as I have one quote: "A single death with media is going to be a tragedy. A million death without media is just going to statistic." It's did you understand? Is I think
No,
it's
sorry, I'm missing
okay.
one
Sorry.
word there. Debt or death?
Listen, a single death with media is going to a tragedy. A millions of death without media is going to just statistic.
Yes,
I think
people
it's
dying. Yeah.
It's proved to media's power. I think because yeah you were saying about good sources. I have a good source. Like, in fact, I follow the WikiLeaks. I really into WikiLeaks. Is in we can see a lot of cables between politicians and all kinds of things. We can see a lot of authorities in the United States or all around the world accept these cables. Also, is very interesting.
And so you go to the website,
Yeah, website or
the
something.
WikiLeaks website?
Yeah, yes, but you can find in the WikiLeaks cables. There are a lot of web pages show the WikiLeaks cables. You can find easily if via the internet. You can get
Okay.
easily these kind of documents and similar documents. I mean,
Yeah.
recently also okay.
Yeah. No, perfect. Let's keep moving. Ali, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, another comment, please.
Yes. To find a good news source, I always try to read the news blogs because they show the true picture sometime. Because hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Perfect. Your sound is perfect.
Yeah, they show the true picture sometimes, and moreover, they also show the comment of the people commenting below the blog, so I can judge that the people can agree with the news or disagree with the news. So in that way, it helps a lot to decide whether the news is genuine or it's a fake. And because TV sometimes television doesn't reflect the true picture of what is going on in the world or about the specific news. So I always prefer the news blogs.
Yeah, no, and I think that that's important just as a process. You hear some news information and then you talk about it with other people. I think that that's a very healthy way of sort of processing the news. Yeah,
Yes.
Great. Boris, please go ahead with a comment.
I follow all the news in my country. I use the news to communicate with people, because if you follow all the news in economy, in real life, you can always find some words to talk about it. This gives me an advantage. I can easily communicate with people because sometimes you have to share some events with people. This news makes my life easy about communication.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I follow all the news from internet.
Okay. Yeah, just we say in English to be informed, whether you have an opinion about something or not, whether it's important or not. It's just nice to be informed. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Heads up, Philip. We're coming. I'll I'll come back to you. Ismail, go ahead, please. Philip had his mouth full of food. He's eating a sandwich. Go ahead, Ismail.
Hi everybody.
What's happening?
I am joining from Turkey in this chat room. I am watching TV, but there are a lot of bad news in my country on TVs lately. There are lots of terror incident in the southeast Anatolian. The PKK terrorists are going to kill our soldiers lately. They use some handmade bomb to kill our soldier car convoys, and I am not happy about our media because they are giving the news with your perspective and
with their perspective.
Yes, and I think they are under the pressure of some powerful group or government, I think, because
sorry, I'm going to move on, Ismail, but yeah, that's very important to. This is when the media is really important. Philip, we're back to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, and we're talking about the news.
Okay, I'm from Poland. Yeah, and I'm a student in high school. Okay, and the topic is news. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe hard question for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can be any kind of news. So I don't know. Do you watch news about sports, or do you watch news about your local community? Do you study current events in school?
News. You know, last time I really spent small time to watch this kind of things. I don't watch the TV news on this kind because I think that the media show only bad things. You know, bad news is good news. Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, and how about your parents or the people that you live with? Do they watch the news a lot?
yeah. They like. Yeah, especially the how to say this? I don't know the word.
Okay.
You know, the weather, the weather.
Okay. The weather. Yeah. All right. No, great. And so I'm going to move ahead to Junaid. Go ahead, please, with another comment.
Okay, Jeff, I want to talk about the accuracy of the information. We should not listen to any source of the news.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, I'm just going to. Richie, are you there? Richie? Richie Carr? Okay. Please go ahead, Junaid.
Okay,
Sorry.
we should not trust, no problem. We should not trust about any source of the information. Now with the technology, with the internet, with the cable, with the newspaper, we can know what the source is what I say is put the truth in news about something happening in the world. Because sometimes when I watch news, it looks like in the other source is different completely. They try to make this, like for example, this strategy is not important or something like that. So I think the news, not all the people they should trust any source. They must look for the trust source to get this information, because it's very important if you get the truth information or you get the false information.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wrote your comment, never trust a single source of news, but there's no one news agency that you trust?
No, there is no one, because
Yeah.
if you put just one source to take information from this source, maybe they made mistake one time.
Exactly.
So try to take news from the internet, from one channel, from two channel.
Excellent.
For example, for news channels, I watching every day BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN.
Yeah.
So many
Great.
kind of source.
Okay, lots of different sources. Excellent. Yeah. Marco Antonio, go ahead, please.
Well, hi. Well, I want to tell you about the news in my country. In my country, for example, the news more popular are the politician news, and in the sport news, all the time, always spoken about the soccer. Personally,
Yeah, right.
I hate the soccer. I can't stand the soccer, and I prefer looking for news on the internet, because in TV, in national TV, always the people always are speak about soccer on or bad news. I prefer economics news, and another news more important. I prefer to watch international channels, like CNN, and on the internet. In the internet, you can find many news important for you.
Yeah, many different news stories. Yeah, great. And Michaela, go ahead, please.
Let me think. I think I already said what I think about. Ask me something. It's gonna be easier that way.
Well, okay, but what have some of the the biggest international news stories that have come out of Argentina over the years? You
Um,
know, like that the whole world was watching.
the thing about the guy jumping from the, I don't know how do you say in English,
Yes, from the
from far away.
stratosphere.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all
Everybody
right.
was looking at that, was watching that. I wasn't. I mean, for me, it was really boring to wait until he jumps and all that. So I didn't watch it.
Okay. And then, the people in Argentina, are they watching national news or news from Latin America, or what are people generally interested in?
I think maybe we're more interested in news from here, from Buenos Aires, Argentina, but we also know things from other countries because that's also important.
Yeah. All right. Great. And so, Richie, are you there? Richie, are you there? Richie Carr? Okay. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. I'm going to go on to Wolf. Go ahead.
Yes. Also, the commercial holds very significant. How do you say? Significant. Am I right?
Yeah. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Significant.
Oh, significance?
Yeah, significant.
It's
Commercials.
important.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but commercial is a holding is a significant place in a in a media business, especially if you look at the newspaper, they live through the commercials because a lot of companies give them commercials, advertisements. But sometimes it's going to be a problem. Some commercial companies have a big corporation income, big corporations, and different kind of lines. They have different kind. If newspaper is going to make a news about them in a bad way, they easily blackmail the newspaper, withdraw their commercials. If they withdraw their commercials because the newspaper is going to lose their income. It's another problem in that issue. I think is very important at the commercials lines and media lines because we can witness a lot of cover up stories in newspapers. Newspapers because want to go well with their commercial, their supporters, and
Yeah,
they cover up their mess. Am I right? I think.
Yeah, they control their news maybe to keep their advertisers happy. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure.
I know. Okay. Also, one more thing.
Well,
One more
sorry,
thing. Today was,
I'm going to
sorry,
move
sorry.
on. I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Ali, go ahead, please.
Yeah. According to me, the most unbiased news channel is the weather news because they can't tell a lie. They always tell the truth. What is the weather of the place?
In some countries, it's always wrong, though.
Yeah, that's a different story. They can't have the full control of the weather, but they are the most unbiased channels existing in the world. And I also I also prefer to watch the sports news because it's kind of unbiased. Sometimes it's become biased, but most of the time it's unbiased. And I also hate the political news, and I also prefer to watch the talk shows, political talk shows. They elaborate the news very well, so I can comprehend what they are talking.
Yeah, what they're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, great. And Boris, hello.
I watch CNN to improve my English because I sometimes have to speak English in the working life. But when I watch the CNN, uh, I try to understand the cultures of the countries. I try to understand the point of their view, how they look at the events. Uh, I don't want to talk about the government scandals because, as I said earlier, that the prime minister decide everything in my country, and all the news about him. We don't watch the news. We watch the news about our prime minister.
Okay.
I am a fanatic of Galatasaray. I like watching sport news, and we met with Schalke in the Champions League, and there will be a good game in the Germany. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, great. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move on here. Bashar, hello. Bashar Amir. Okay, I'm going to move on. Erdem, hello.
Hi.
Great. Please go ahead.
I just joined.
Yes. So please introduce yourself to the group here, and we're talking about news sources, news media.
I am Adam from Turkey. What was the question?
Yeah, no. So do you watch the news?
Yeah, of course. I follow the news from TV always. And
Are you there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and what kind of news are you most interested in? Local news, international news, sports?
Actually, I like politics news about my country.
Political news?
Political news, yeah.
Okay, great.
I hear my friend from Turkey just a minute ago. Actually, it's true. All political news about our prime minister, our president, it's, I think, not true news.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Ismail, go ahead, please.
Yes, I want to talk about media businessmen. In our village, they have TV channels and newspapers, but they have also some different commercial enterprises. I think the media boss shouldn't have different than TV channels or newspapers, because they are going to under the pressure of state or some groups. They want to they are waiting advertisement income from the government or different environment, and they are giving the news what they love, or what the states are becoming from them.
What the states want
from them.
Yeah. Okay.
In a concept.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now we talk about media tycoons, and I posted a question. I know that in Canada there are laws that prevent someone from owning, say, all of the newspapers in a city or too many of the news outlets. That's it's very important. Junaid, go ahead with a comment, please.
Yes, sir. I want to talk about the oldest news source, which is the newspaper. In the past, the newspaper was the only one source to the people to know what's happening in the world. Now, I think a lot of newspaper they are closed for many reasons. For example, it's not up to date because some newspaper are publish weekly, and some news. So I cannot wait for 1 week to buy the newspaper and know what's happened. So also, as you said, the Twitter, the new technology helps to its work to close this newspaper because the people every time they like to know the news directly. As you say that Twitter, I can have any breaking news at the same time. So I think in the future maybe we cannot see any newspaper in the market.
Right, we won't see it, and also just the fact that I've heard that many newspapers are stopping their printed version on paper, and newspapers are just going to the internet. They're just going to their web page.
Because any person cannot wait for 1 week or 2-3 days to buy the newspaper to watch it. So the electronic version is better. You can know any news at the same time.
Even if it's 6 hours, it's still,
Still
fantastic. Hey, Marco Antonio, hello. Oh, no, he's gone.
He doesn't like you.
Michaela, are you back?
Of course I am.
Hey, okay. And so, now let me see. Do you think that, how do young people share their opinions? How do they stay informed? Are they interested at all in what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, yes, I'm interested in knowing, but I mean, I'm looking for the truth, even though it's really difficult to know what's really happening. So I try to talk with different people who can teach me different things. And I think that's very important, not to only hear to to certain kind of people, just to much as you can.
Yeah. And are more people using the social media networks like Twitter, or are there other ones that are popular?
Yes, I think a lot of people use Twitter for communicating instead of, I don't know, sitting and talking with somebody. I think that's not the best way of doing things, but well, it's their choice.
Yeah, but do you have, I don't know, do you have a cell phone? Maybe a smartphone? Do people
I have
send you tweets or text messages about things that are happening?
No, I mean, I have a cell phone, but it's a very simple one. I don't have an iPhone. I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
And I use it when I really need it, not all the time. I'm not texting everybody.
Okay, great. Hey, I'm going to go back to Marco Antonio. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Hey, how are you? Go ahead, please.
Yes. I lost my connection for the moment, but I'm here again.
Perfect.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Do you talk about the websites?
Sure. Well, sorry, we're talking about anything, but
No.
I mean, are there other countries within Latin America, or neighboring countries where people are getting a lot of news, where the people in Ecuador are getting a lot of news?
Yes, yes. I think that around the world, the people need to be communicate and to know the things that happen about the different people, things around the world. But I only need to use. I only use for news the internet because in TV there are many bad news all the time.
Yeah. All right. Now, are you reading your news in Spanish or in English?
Sometimes in English, but sometimes in Spanish because I need to know the news about my country,
Yeah.
what happened in my country all days.
Okay.
The news in my country is important in that moment because in January we need to choose the new president
Okay.
and other authorities.
Okay. No, great.
Yes.
An important election. All right. Wolf, go ahead, please.
Yes, Junaid said that in the future there is going to know publishing newspaper all is going to digital. I don't agree with that because you can't replace some stuff. You know, for instance, fork and knife. We have fork and knife and years from came the Middle Age, but still humanity haven't replaced in fork and knife. Because I think newspaper is kind of stuff in the future. I think they are still going to publishing in the future because a lot of people prefer to read from the paper because I have a lot of friends. They are really allergic to digital stuff. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I am not saying they are incompatible. They are used in a good way in the digital stuff, but they prefer the newspaper. You know,
Yeah.
this
Well, maybe
kind of.
people will have to pay more for it, though. Do they hand out free newspapers where you are?
Sorry, I didn't catch your last.
Do they hand out a lot of free newspapers where you are, like on the metro or on the
Yeah,
street
but
corners?
but is a really is a sorry, but is a horrible because just commercial, only commercial.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
yeah,
No,
it's not nice.
that's
Garbage.
very popular here in Santiago. Ali, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I want to talk about the media news ratings, which
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Ayub?
Sorry, I muted him.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great. Go ahead, Ali.
yeah, I want to talk about the media news ratings, which add up the spice in the news. Sometimes it happens that the news is not much of important, but news channels, due to their low ratings, they add up too much spice in that news, and that spice makes a whole new conspiracy, and people start believing that conspiracy and
Yeah.
go crazy. Like today was a doomsday for many people, and word should end today, but word is not end. Word didn't end today.
Right. No, pushing news stories like that to get ratings. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Boris, please go ahead.
I like WikiLeaks organization.
Their owners actually do that.
Yeah.
They force them to add some spice in the news.
Yeah. No, you said that very well. I'm going to move on to Boris. Please go ahead.
I like WikiLeaks news, but I believe that this, if there is an organization, there is a big power beside it. I think some big governments use this to scare, to threaten some politicians, some governments.
So, sorry, WikiLeaks?
Is used to threaten some politicians in some countries.
Okay.
I think this organization is or was organized by big governments.
Really? Oh, okay.
This is,
Wow.
I think, this is not a real organization.
Oh, all right. Very interesting. Okay, great. Ayub, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm here.
great. Just
Thank
quickly,
you.
before you begin, we've been hearing some noise from your microphone. So if you could turn off your microphone while you're
sorry.
waiting. But
Yes,
no
sorry.
problem. Go
It's
ahead.
for,
Could you
for
introduce
it's
yourself,
for
please?
it's my first time.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Could you introduce yourself, please? And we're talking about the news.
Yes, I am living in Izmir, Turkey. I am 38 years old. I am learning English and need practice.
Excellent. Great.
and and I love my new friends. Yes, and now this is my first time.
Yeah.
in your
Okay.
room.
And so, do you enjoy watching the news?
Yeah, yes. I am watching news every time.
And
every
what
day.
are you most interested in? International news, sports, local news?
I like sports, but everything I can watch. Today, maybe
What's happening today?
people waited Maya calendar
Yeah.
and sorry, my English is not enough.
No, great. Yes. Okay, so lots of people talking about the end of the world.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to move on to Ismail. Go ahead, Ismail.
Okay, thank you.
We have lots of radio station in Ankara, but I am not listening radio because I don't like disc jockeys. They are talking too much about useless thing, garbage, I think, and I have one special channel. They are not waving advertisement. They are sending only music, slow music. I like this station very well, and I am reading news on the net. I like reading the real newspaper, but it is not always possible to buy a newspaper, and on the net I can read lots of different newspaper from different site.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and then just as my as a language learner, I'm starting to study Portuguese, and so I'm looking for articles on the BBC Portuguese website. I copy and paste them and put them into Google Translate. I'm translating them into Spanish because that helps me practice my Spanish too, and I'm getting the Google Translate voice to read the story for me because Portuguese pronunciation is a little tricky. So I never liked reading the newspaper. I have fallen in love with reading in other languages in like an electronic form because I can easily translate words. I can click on words to get the pronunciation. I can save and send interesting things. And so, yeah, I've totally transformed from paper reading to digital reading. So we're running out of time, so I just want to get one quick comment from everybody. Junaid, a final quick comment, please.
Okay, I want to thank you, Geoff, and in the future I suggest you choose a topic has a wide range of speaking.
Okay, so sorry, like a wider topic?
Yeah, there is a lot of questions to talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Great. So you did like the subject, or you found it was too?
No, I like the subjects.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Excellent.
Yeah.
No. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're
Say
welcome.
thanks to Verbling and all of you. Marco Antonio, go ahead, please. A final comment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank to you because I think that you are a very good teacher for English. Thanks for all.
Well, it's the participation of the students that's the key. So, excellent. Michaela, a final comment?
Me?
Yes, please.
People have to know both sides from the story. I think that's important.
That's a very good expression in English. It's good to know both sides of the story, or there's always two sides to the same story. Wolf, a final comment?
Final comment. Why don't you apply to CNN? You look like a crazy newcaster in the CNN.
No, sorry. Could you say that again? I missed that.
Why don't you apply to CNN? Because you look like the crazy newcaster on the CNN.
All right, sounds good. Well, I think these classes are like a call-in radio program.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I told you before.
like,
I feel. Okay, bye.
Awesome. All right, and Eryup, a final comment?
Yes, I like it very much for this class.
Right.
Maybe next time I will speak more and more.
Okay, no, perfect. I'll be having another class in an hour, but you can join the class right now.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
well,
you.
Nice to see you again,
I will
as
follow
always.
you. I will follow you. Okay.
Great, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.